Well, John, you came in last Friday on match day -1. You weren't able to train on Monday, so today must have been the first proper training session you've had. How was it?
Yeah, in a way it was, because we did get to go out on the grass, but because of the physical demands from the weekend and from Tuesday, particularly with the away travel and getting back so early on Wednesday morning, we didn't have a full training session with the starters. So we just split the group. We did everything together in the start. We had about 25 minutes together, and then the guys that had started went off to do a bit of recovery, and then I took the rest of the lads for a good full session. So it was really pleasing actually for me to see them. They've not had a real chance to show me what they're about, and everything I know about them going in is very different from when we actually see them on the grass and see them up close. So from that point of view, it was really pleasing to actually get them together and in a smaller group and sort of test them out on the training pitch.
It's the 7-day mark of being Pompey head coach on Friday. How would you summarise your first week?
An absolute whirlwind, and there's nothing you can do that can prepare you for what's to come. But it's been really enjoyable. Obviously, the wins have helped with that, but more importantly for me, the performances and just the way that the lads have reacted to me coming in. Things are always going to take time here. Definitely, there's still a huge amount of work to do. But I think I've got some really willing learners in there, and the guys have taken on everything and done everything that I've asked them to do and more as well. And that's probably the most pleasing thing for me.
Fixture-wise, it doesn't get any easier. Trip to Peterborough this weekend. What are you expecting from them?
Expecting a real stern test. Peter will be up and around the playoffs this year, definitely. And I know they're a good side, having played against them once this year. And I think they beat Oxford at the Kassam 2-1, which is an excellent result. And they've got a good side. Obviously, Darren Ferguson's gone back in, and he's got great pedigree at the club. He's got them out of this league before, and he's had a fantastic record, I think, at this level. So we expect a really tough test away at it used to be London Road. I'm not entirely sure what it is now, but I think they're a good side, and they've got attacking talent in abundance, and I think they've balanced that off this year, particularly with being quite solid at the back, which is always a potent combination. So a stern test, I think we should expect.
How can you go about taking the momentum from the Exeter and Fleetwood games into this weekend?
Well, we've just tried to reinforce all of the positives this morning. That's what we'd like to do after every game. We have a positive meeting after where we look through all the points of improvement and then everything that we want to build on as well. So really taking everything that they've taken on board over those two games and pinpointing areas where we can get better. There's always going to be areas where we can get better, particularly when you win games. I think it's a really important time to nail down some of the things that we need to do better, and then also just to show them periods of the game where we played really good football, but we were really solid underneath that as well. And I thought, we looked like we dominated the game. So it's going to be a different test, a completely different game on Saturday, but there's a lot of the same things we can take into that, and with a lot of confidence as well.
Squad-wise, you're obviously going to be without Ronan Curtis and Joe Morrell. What are the latest on Ronan, and how much of a loss would Joe be as well? Yeah,
Joe will be a big loss. He's done brilliantly well since I've come in and provided something different than I even thought he had, especially with the forward running that he provides from the middle of the park. And that'll be tough. The goal that he scored the other day was excellent. He kept popping up in that position, and although the finish for the goal wasn't the best, he deserved it. And then Ronan, he's been excellent. He's been excellent. He didn't put his head down when he didn't start the first game. He came on and had an impact against Exeter, and I think everybody knows that he was getting back to his best the other night. He was very, very close to scoring a couple of times in the first half. Obviously struck the post in the second half from the thundering drive from the edge of the box, and everybody, including myself, we're just gutted to see him limp off the pitch.
And deadline day approaching. How's everything recruitment side of things?
Yeah, going really well. We had a full day yesterday. There's going to be a bit more work to do this afternoon in terms of what we're looking at and how the picture's changed. So get across and go and see Rich and Phil and see what we've done. There were a few moving parts after the training session today, and we'll go from there. We're looking to strengthen, definitely, and we'll be doing the right things hopefully before Tuesday.